Students, okay, good morning. Now we are going to start exercise 2.2, question number 11. See, what is the question? Find the value of tan inverse. In bracket we have 2 times cos inverse 2 times sin inverse 1 by 2. Okay, now we need to start with this because we know that where sine becomes 1 by 2. Okay, it's 30 degree, pi by 6. So instead of sine inverse 1 by 2, we can say it is pi by 6. Okay, here we have 2, so we can cut 6 by 2, 2 3s are 6, so remaining part will be pi by 3. Pi by 3 is the angle for cos here. Now we already know that cos pi by 3, cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. Okay, we have 2 here in multiply. If we can cut 2, 1 will remain. Now we already know that if we have tan inverse here, instead of 1 we can write tan pi by 4 because value of tan pi by 4 is 1. Cut tan and tan inverse and we will have pi by 4. That is how we can do it. Okay, question number 12. Find the value of cot tan inverse A plus cot inverse A. Now we don't know what is the value of A, but we know the whole formula that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is always pi by 2. Just we need to have equal things here. Okay, so we already have equal things here, and we have tan inverse cot inverse and plus. So tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is pi by 2. Same way we can have tan inverse A plus cot inverse A as pi by 2. Okay, now we know the value of cot pi by 2, that is 0. Okay, 13. We have a question here. Tan 1 by 2, in bracket we have sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square plus cos inverse 1 minus y square upon 1 plus y square. Okay, it is just as the questions we have studied earlier. Okay, you need to figure it out, the formula which is here. Okay, you can say it is 2t upon 1 plus t square. So instead of x we can have 10. Here instead of y, 1 minus t square 1 plus t square. We can again have, instead of y we can have 10. Okay, but we have two variables here, x and y. This is the condition. Mod x is less than 1, y is greater than 0, it means positive, and xy is less than 1. It is already given. Now instead of x and y we need to suppose. Okay, so instead of x we have supposed tan alpha, and instead of y we have supposed tan beta. If I take tan here, it will become tan inverse x. If I take tan here, it will become tan inverse y. Okay, now we need to put these values here. Okay, so tan half is as it is. Sin inverse, instead of x we will have 2 tan upon 1 plus tan square. Yeah, 1 minus tan square 1 plus tan square. Okay, so we have put that values here. Okay. Now tan 1 by 2. Now we already know that sin inverse, this is the formula of sin 2 alpha, 2t upon 1 plus t square. So instead of this we can have sin 2 alpha. Instead of this formula we have cos 2 beta. It is the formula of cos 2 theta. Okay, so here instead of theta we have beta, so we have put beta here. Now sin inverse sin get cut, remaining part is 2 alpha. Cos inverse cos get cut, remaining part is 2 beta. If I take 2 common, this 2 and 2 get cut, remaining part is alpha plus beta. Now instead of alpha and beta we have values here, tan inverse x and tan inverse y. Okay, now to solve this we can use that formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. See, we have already asked here to take xy is less than 1. That is why we have used normal formula here. Okay, now tan inverse and tan get cut, and remaining part is x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So this is the simplest form of that question. Okay, now that is the 14th question. Question is sine. Here we have sine 1 by 5 plus cos sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x equal to 1. We need to find this x so that this left hand side becomes 1. Okay, to find this x, okay, we have used this formula. Take it as x and y, so it will be look like sine x plus y, and the formula is sine x cos y plus cos x sin y. So we have used that formula, sine x cos y plus cos x sin y. Okay, that is our usual formula of trigonometry. We all know that. Okay, now here sin inverse and sin get cut, remaining part is 1 by 5. Cos inverse and cot get cut, remaining part is x, so it is x by 5. Plus here we have cos and cos inverse. Okay, here we have cos and sin inverse. So to cut this, we need to convert this sin inverse into cos inverse. Okay, for that we can use this trigonometric formulas. We can use this triangle. See, sin inverse, in sin inverse we have 1 by 5. Now we know the formula of sine, that opposite side upon hypotenuse. So that is opposite side and that is hypotenuse. Opposite side, hypotenuse. So by using the Pythagoras formula, that this will become under root of 5 square minus 1 square, that is under root 24. 24 becomes 6 4s are 24. We can take square root of 4, that is 2. Okay, so it will become 2 root 6. Now to convert it into cos, we know the formula of cos, adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Okay, adjacent side is 2 root 6 and hypotenuse is 5. So instead of sin inverse, we can convert it into cos inverse by simply making this sin inverse into cos inverse, by simply taking adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is 2 root 6 upon 5. Okay, multiplied by here we have sine, so you have to convert this into sine. Okay, so you can use the same formula, and we have already studied that cos inverse x becomes sin inverse under root 1 minus x square. That is the formula that we have studied in second lecture. Okay, equal to 1. Here we have x by 5 plus, now cos and cos inverse get cut, remaining part is 2 root 6 upon 5, multiplied by sin and sin inverse get cut, remaining part is under root of 1 minus x square, equal to 1. Now we can take the LCM of 5. Okay, and take this 5 into right side, and it will go in multiply, so 5 ones are 5. Now to remove this square root, okay, to remove the square root, because we need to find the value of x, we need to remove this square root. That is why I have taken this term which is in square root, I have taken this in right side, and I have taken this 5 into left side. Okay, so I can make it alone. So whenever I take square to remove the square root, okay, I am squaring on both the sides here. If I take a square of this, a minus b whole square, it will become a square minus 2ab, means 2 5s are 10x, plus b square means 25, equal to, here if I take a square of 2 root 6, we already know that 2 root 6 is a square root of 24. So square of 2 root 6 becomes 24 and minus becomes plus because of square, and square root and square get cancelled here, and remaining part is 1 minus x square here. Okay, now if I take this whole term in left side by multiplying it by 24, see here we have x square. Okay, x square. If I multiply 24 with minus x square, it will become minus 24 x square. If I take minus 24 x square into left side, it will become plus 24 x square. Okay, yeah, that is the part. The minus 10x is here, plus 25 is here. If I multiply 24 by 1, it will become 24, plus 24, plus 24. If I take it here, it will become minus 24. 24x square plus 1x square becomes 25x square, minus 10x. 25 minus 24 becomes 1. Now if you can observe this is the formula of 5x minus 1 whole square. Okay, in right side we have 0. Now if I take the square root in both the sides, here the remaining part will be 5x minus 1, square get cancelled and square root of 0 is 0. If I take 1 in right side and 5, if I take 1 in right side, okay, it will become minus 1 become plus 1, and 5 will go in divide, so the answer will be 1 by 5. Now what I have done here, I have just cross check it by putting the value of x into this question. Okay, sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse 1 by 5. I have taken the left side. Okay, this left side. Okay, sine 1 by 5, sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse 1 by 5. Now we already know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. We have the same thing here, and sine pi by 2 is 1. That is our right side. So this is our right answer. That is how we can cross check it, by putting the value into question. Okay, question number 15. Tan inverse x minus y upon x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus tan inverse x plus 1 upon x plus 2 equal to pi by 4. We need to find the value of x. Okay, now we can use formula here, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. It will become tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus x into y, multiply of both of them. Okay, now to solve this, we have to add them up, and for adding them we have to take LCM of x minus 2 and x plus 2. So we have taken the LCM and we have cross multiplied it. Here I have taken the LCM of x minus 2 and x plus 2, so it will go in multiply here with 1 if I take the LCM of this. Okay, now this LCM on both numerator and denominator get cut. Okay, and if I take this tan inverse into right side, it will become 10. So it will become 10 pi by 4, and we already know that 10 pi by 4 is 1. This 10 pi by 4 is 1. Now this get cut. If I take this into left side, it will get multiplied by 1. Okay, so there will be no change in this. Okay, it will remain as it is in the right side. Okay, and this part will be on left side. Okay, now we can multiply it inside with each other. See, x into x, that is x square, x into 2, that is 2x, minus 1 into x, that is minus x, and plus minus minus 2. Here we can have x into x, that is x square, x into minus 2, minus 2x, 1 into x, that is x, 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2, equal to, here we can use a plus b a minus b, that is a square minus b square. Here also we can use a plus b a minus b, a square minus b square, but that is minus here, so sign get changed. Okay, now we are going to cut as much as possible. For example, 2x and minus 2x get cut, minus x and plus x get cut, x square plus x square becomes 2x square, and minus 2 and minus 2 becomes minus 4, is equals to, here x square get cut, minus 4 plus 1 becomes minus 3. Now if I take this minus 4 into right side, minus 4 becomes plus 4. Okay, so 4 minus 3 becomes 1. 2x square is as it is. If I take this 2 in right side, it will go in divide. Okay, it will go in dividend. Okay, so x square becomes 1 by 2. If I want to have the value of x, we can do square root here. If I do a square root, it will be plus or minus 1 by root 2. That is how we can have the solution. Every time we need to check whether there is a condition given for x or not. For example, if it is given that x is positive, so we cannot take negative here. Okay, we need to check it all the time. Okay. Now that is a question here. Find the value of sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. Now we know that pi by 3 is 60 degree. So 2 pi by 3 becomes 120. Now we already know that range of sine is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Means it will not go beyond 90 degree. Okay, so it cannot go beyond 90 degree. That is why we need to convert this 2 pi by 3 in the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now how can we convert this? See, it's a very simple method. We have 3 in divide. Okay, just take the multiple of 3. That is 3 ones are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Now just 3 ones are 3 here. Okay, now just compare with 2. Here we have 2 pi. Just compare it with 2. Which number is more near? Which number is near to 2 pi? Which number is near to 2? Okay, of course it is 3, which is the nearest number to the 2. So what we are going to do is simply just do, instead of 2 pi, just do 3 pi minus pi. See, 3 pi minus pi is again becomes 2 pi. divide by 3 is also here. Now divide 3, divide these 3, give this 3 to separately to 3 pi and minus in minus pi. So if I divide 3 pi by pi, 3 pi by 3, 3 get cut and it will be pi, and if I divide pi by 3, it will be pi by 3. That is how we can convert 2 pi by 3 in pi minus pi by 3. Okay, sine inverse here. We already know that whenever we have pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, function will not change. Okay, and pi minus is the second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive, so just we need to have sine pi by 3. Now we can easily do sine inverse sine get cut. Answer is pi by 3 because pi by 3 is in the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, that is the same question here. See, tan inverse tan 3 pi by 4. Now we know that pi by 4 is 45, so 3 pi by 4 becomes 135. We know that tan have a range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, and here it is beyond pi by 2. That is why we have to first convert it and make it into a range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That is why we have 4 in divide. So we have taken multiple of 4. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. Now we know that 4 is the nearest value to 3. Okay, so instead of 3 pi we can have 4 pi minus pi. Okay, yeah, so 4 pi minus pi by 4. Now if I give this 4 separate to 4 pi and pi, here 4 and 4 get cut and pi remains. Here we will have pi by 4. Now we already know that at pi function will not change. Pi by 4 will be here, but pi minus pi by 4 is second quadrant. In second quadrant tan is negative. That is why we have taken negative here. Now we already know that whenever we have tan inverse minus x, we have that this formula here, that tan inverse minus x equals to minus of tan inverse x. Okay, so we can use this formula, tan inverse minus. So we can take minus outside. Okay, tan inverse 10 pi. Now we can cut tan inverse and 10, and answer is pi by 4, but here we have minus, so answer will be minus pi by 4. Okay, 18th question. See what the question is. 10 sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2. Now we need to find the value of this. Okay, we have 10 outside we have 10, so we will try to convert this sine inverse and cot inverse into tan inverse. Now to do this, we can simply use triangular formula equation here, triangular method here. See, sine inverse, whenever we have sine inverse, we will take it as a value of sine. So sine is opposite side upon hypotenuse, that is 3 by 5. If I take opposite side here, so it will be opposite side hypotenuse. We already know that there is a combination of 3, 4 and 5 in Pythagorean triplet. So this side will always be 4. Okay, now we need to convert this into 10. Now we know that 10 is opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side is 3, adjacent side is 4. So 10, if I convert sine inverse into tan inverse, it will become 3 by 4. Here we need to convert cot into tan. Now we already know the formula here, that tan inverse x equal to cot inverse 1 by x. That is the formula. And cot inverse x equals to tan inverse 1 by x. So if I want to convert this cot inverse into tan inverse, we just need to reciprocal. We just need to do reciprocal of this 3 by 2. It will become 2 by 3. Okay. Now we have here formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So we can have the common formula tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. We can use this formula. We know that this is less than 1, so we can use the simple formula here. Okay, now we will take LCM of 12. 3 will be multiplied here, 3 3 is a 9, 4 will be multiplied here, 4 2 is 8. Here we can cut 3, but instead of cutting 3, we are taking LCM of 12. Okay, so 12 will be multiplied with 1, and here we will have 3 2s are 6, and 12 is the LCM, so that 12 get cut. Okay, it will makes our work easy. Now we have 12 get cut. Now we have 9 plus 8, that is 17, and 12 minus 6, that is 6. If I cut tan in tan inverse, remaining part is 17 by 6. Now just pause the video and note down these two questions. I am giving these two questions in homework. Okay, find the value of cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6, then that are the options, and find the value of sin pi by 3 minus sin inverse minus 1 by 2, and that are the options. Just try to solve this problem, and if you don't if you are not able to do it, just get back to me and I'll help you to solve it. Okay, thank you.